Hi. In today's lesson, we will be covering a technique called spider chord changes, and it is a technique using power chords. Brief history lesson. I do believe it was Dave Mustaine who first really pioneered this technique and put it to really good use, but I'm not sure he was the only guy who thought of it. I'm sure with all the musicians out there, somebody else had also thought of this and tried it out. But if you need any other references or you want to further look into this, check out Dave Mustaine. He's truly the pioneer of it. Alright, so let's begin. The basic power chord shape is usually held something like this. Some people prefer to use their pinky instead of their ring. That, though in some cases it can be called a preference, is actually a very bad habit. It weakens though it's good to strengthen your pinky, it'll weaken your ring finger. And you don't want to do that. You want to put all your fingers to good use. Now, what spider chord does is it allows you to play power chords faster and smoother and with a wider range. For example, I'm going to play a quick and short riff like this without using spider chord. With spider chord, what we'd be doing instead of sliding is we'd be using our middle finger and our pinky to land the power chord. Now, it's okay for simple things like that, but other songs, for example, if you're a Megadeth fan, Holy Wars is, I wouldn't call it impossible, but it would be incredibly difficult without spider chords. For example, the main riff of the song goes something like this. The next riff in that song, what you do is you have to go from that power chord to that one. And doing that without using your pinky and middle finger right here would be very hard. So this will increase the speed of your power chords, giving you a faster and heavier sound, and also strengthen your fingers and train your middle finger and your pinky to be faster and more accurate, which is always a good thing. So we'll begin with a simple exercise. We'll then make it a little harder, move on to a different exercise, make that a little harder, and then one last exercise. And by the time you're done practicing all of these, your hand will be so much faster and accurate. It's a very useful technique, even if power chords aren't your thing. So, to start, what we're going to do is we're going to play the open E power chord. And then we're going to do the F sharp power chord with our pointer finger and ring finger. And then we're going to do the G power chord with our middle and pinky. We're going to do it just like that. So practice that for a bit, and once you get used to that, we'll move on to this. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it backwards then. After that, we're going to practice switching in strings. So we're going to go from the E to the F sharp, to the G, to the A, to the B, and to the C. So it would be something like this. And then, of course, like the last one, backwards. After that, we're going to do the exact same thing and then move it to the D string, playing the D, the E, and the F. that's our first exercise. This may end up having to be split into 2 videos, but we'll see. Alright, the next exercise, what you're going to want to do is take your pointer and ring finger and place them on the 7th fret of the A string, which would be a E, my bad. And what you want to do then is use your pinky and your ring finger to put them above those fingers. What you're going to do is you're going to move that down the fretboard. That's the second exercise. You want to practice all of these. You want to practice them slow at first. If you've never tried this, it will take a lot of time to adjust, but it is worth it. It is an incredibly helpful technique. One last exercise. I think this will all fit into a video. Starting on your D string 7th fret power chord, which would be an A, what you want to do is then throw your other 2 fingers in front of it, and then as you do that, as soon as those fingers land, lift up your other 2 fingers, the pointer and ring, and then throw your pointer and ring finger on the string above. Practice that one as well, up and down the fretboard. If you practice all of those, your technique will soar. You will be, as I said, faster and more accurate and have a heavier sound when you want it. And it will also help not only with your power chords, but the independence of both your pinky and your middle finger, which mostly the pinky. The middle finger in a lot of other songs will get plenty of use, but the pinky tends to sometimes be avoided, I guess. So that about wraps it up for the spider chord technique. If you have any questions or comments at all, I would love to hear them. If you have something else you'd like to add or point out any mistakes, anything at all, I would love to know. And once again, I hope this video helped.